Welcome back to Josiah Plays Deus Ex Human Revolution. I'm here in the Alice Garden Pods looking for Van Bruggen, aka Windmill, the hacker that was working with our enemies. I gotta find Pod 301 so I can talk to this guy. Been a couple days since I played here. Alright, here we go. Let's check this place out. Oh, we got a cutscene.
I was on my way out.
What are you doing here, Malik? I told you I got this one.
I know. I didn't do anything. Trust me. Van Bruggen's all yours.
Hang on a second. Something's wrong. What is it? Why are you here?
It's nothing. I mean, can't a girl have secrets?
What's really going on here? We even have the pheromones coming on. You can tell something's bothering you. Keep it together. Lecture. If I use this, let's go here.
Of course, but I can tell something's bothering you. And I'm concerned. What's going on?
I just had to look into something. For a friend. She deserved better.
I'm listening.
Fine, since you're so damn curious. Years ago, I used to live here, remember? My friend, my best friend, Evelyn. She was like a sister to me. Made living here fun. But then there was an accident. She's dead.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Wait, Jensen, let me finish. I thought I was okay with it, but I know she didn't just die. She was killed. Murdered. Her damn scumbag boyfriend did it. I know he did. I knew he was trouble right from the start, but she just wouldn't listen to me.
Malik, easy. If your friend was murdered, the police would have suspected something. They would have investigated.
Maybe
That's
not.
Just it. There was no investigation. They said she fell down a flight of stairs like it was some kind of freak accident. But her wounds, the way she died, they don't add up. It's right here in the damn blood spatter analysis.
Blood spatter? You've seen the police report?
Yes. A friend left a copy of it in a pod here for me to pick up. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I think there's been a cover-up. I just have to prove it.
Doesn't surprise
me. If I could get my
me.
hands on the autopsy report, the one that never surfaced, I know I'd get the truth. Except...
Why do I suspect I'm about to get dragged into something?
Look, Jensen, I'm sorry. I know Van Bruggen is the priority here, and I told you it was my business and I could take care of it. It's just... The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm in over my head. I'm just a pilot. I'm not a damn cop. But I need to know the truth.
Okay, looking for details on another police cover-up. These seem to be growing on trees. Gotta find another autopsy report. Well, of course, I will help out my friend Farida here, but let's see if we can get some information first.
This autopsy report, once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop. But I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Improvise sounds fun. I'm not going to ask about a reward. Let's see. Here's some information.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot, too. Knew how to feel the currents, to push spur just so... Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
So?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds. And it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him. Her boyfriend at the time, Lee, it drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Alright. Well, we'll see if we can get her a little justice.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poison, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
Well, that makes
Evelyn
sense.
Was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give him the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Well, if he was in a wealthy, powerful, influential family, it makes sense that there could easily be a bought-off police cover-up thing going on.
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at Lim for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Really?
Why would Lim have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays Lim does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
What made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Right. Okay. Well, it's all coming together. It sounds like there's quite a bit of evidence potentially pointing at this guy. So yeah, let's do this.
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik, this is starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Lim Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know,
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Anonymous X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, Lim details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
No problem. Okay, we just got a new side mission from our friend Farida. And it sounds like an interesting one. Here we are, Alice Garden Pods. Let's take a look at the old Shanghai Justice. Alright. So, secondary objective is to check pod 009. Malik informed me that I could find the police report along with more information concerning Evelyn inside pod 009 in the Alice Garden Hotel. I should check it out. Then I need to meet the Lim contact. Evelyn Carmichael, a good friend of Malik's, died recently. Malik suspects foul play. She's asked me to meet a mysterious contact who works at the Hengsha Lim Clinic. He's using the name Anonymous X and has offered to give her a peek at Evelyn's autopsy report. X is waiting in the clinic lobby. I'm supposed to be able to identify him by the hat he's wearing. Alright, well, let's get on this before we do anything else here. So where is this pod 009? Apparently it's up there on floor 3. And there's Van Bruggen's up on 4. And I am on 2. Okay. I'll turn this off. So, I was going to just look around here, but maybe instead of just looking around here, I will go straight for pod 009. Wonder how I get up there. Presumably there's some stairs somewhere. There's a storage closet with looks like a couple armed guys in there. I'm not going to go in there right now. What's up, folks? Alright, yeah, I'll do all my exploring of this place later. Here's section 0.
我要去洗个澡。
这么几拳就累了，不会吧？再说。
澡堂还没开门呢。
我知道，就算他们开了门，我也不怎么想要去。我告诉你，我付了那么多的房租，到最后还要跟其他12个笨蛋家伙共用一个浴室。这个地方有很多地方跟那个监牢啊没什么不一样。
那你打算找房东谈谈还是怎么样？
然，怎么你的声音听起来很沮丧呢？
我连着5圈都赢，他不郁闷才怪呢。
Okay. Oh shit, these pods are really small. They're literally just little pods, little coffins. That's nuts. Imagine paying rent, and this is your entire home. This is it. This is all you got. All you get. I mean, those are smaller than prison cells. They're tiny. All right, 009. Well, where the hell is 009? These are all. What? Well, I guess I did have a map showing me where it is, huh? Well, it's back here, allegedly. Oh, this is 009. Alright, what do we have here? A radio, an e-book, and a pocket secretary. I guess those would be the pieces of information I'm looking for. So, let's read the e-book. Rooftop Pitfalls Claim Another. Evelyn Carmichael, a young woman in her early 20s, became one of the latest victims claimed by the deadly Yuzhou rooftops that have authorities clamoring for stricter safety regulations and zoning permits. Sources close to the victim say Evelyn had been out celebrating with her boyfriend before the incident occurred. Oh. Here we have Lazarus. Wow, okay. Well, there was his thoughts about Seraph versus Taiyang Medical. In any case, sources close to the victim say Evelyn had been out celebrating with her boyfriend before the incident occurred. A witness whose identity was not released claims she slipped and fell while descending one of the many staircases that connect the Yuzhou and Qui-Gon rooftops with Pandeng Street below. Police believe alcohol or drugs may have influenced the fatal accident, but officials claim the tragedy could have been avoided entirely if laws were different. With elections just around the corner, Evelyn's death will no doubt spark a host of new debates and controversy considering citywide safety regulations. Rooftop-related injuries and deaths have been steadily risen in the last 5 years and make up over 60% of all recorded accidental fatalities each year. And I'm going to grab this pocket secretary and come over here. And we will read that, but that is all the time we have for this video. So thank you for watching. Josiah plays Deus Ex, Human Revolution. I'll see you next time.